Hi, welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, July 19th. Time's a flying. I know I say that probably every session. It's just shocking to me how fast time goes. We seem to be at warp speed, right? The matrix is no holds barred. We are flying through it. I wanted to talk to you about something that I heard a big name coach talk about yesterday, Christian Mickelson, Coach to Coaches. He had this pyramid that he was explaining, and I thought it was very interesting, and I think you'll find it interesting too. Especially when I explained to you, what he's just discovered that we discovered long ago, and what all traditional religions and Chinese medicine and all the Hermetic traditions have always known this, right? That there's something beyond ourselves, that we're a part of something much, much bigger. But going back to this, I love the pyramid because the pyramid is something that has been coming up constantly as a symbol for me in the last couple of weeks. And obviously, when I see repeat patterns, I have to pay attention to those. Those are signs from the universe, from my guides. Pay attention here. There's something going on here. We want you to see this. So the pyramid thing. So sorry, I know that there's a little bit of a glare. It's for me over here. It's for you over there, but I think you can still see that, and I'll switch things around as I get there. So what Christian was showing to us in this video was that, so we have this pyramid, this is structure that society, the world population abides by this. So, the law of the land is that, well, the most important thing for you to do is to take action. So just do it, do, so that you can write that old do to have, so you can be. Do, have, be. That's the old model. That's the broken model. That's how not to get your results. That's how not to get your results. Because, so many people are out there do, and, most of us out there are generators and manifesting generators, like 75% of the population, the doers, the people who build things, the people who go out there and do. They need direction. Where does the direction come from? You don't just go out and just do actions without knowing what the heck what's your end result. I'm not going to go, turn on the water in the garden if I need to be, if I need a broom to sweep the front porch. I mean, what action? What does that mean? Just taking action willy-nilly? We know that doesn't work. That doesn't work, obviously. And I exaggerate, but I know that you can think of, especially maybe in some movie scene or in some funny memory in your past where somebody was just doing something just because, right? Great example. And I'm starting to get this picture of someone panicking in a natural disaster, for example. They, all of a sudden something hit, they have to do something specific, which is take cover, run, do something. But a lot of people go into panic and they just start doing other things. That are not useful. They're not resourceful actions. So actions, we know that's, unfortunately, society says, oh, well, that's the most important thing. So therefore it's at this bigger part of this pyramid. Then the next most important thing is strategy. Well, you have to come up with certain strategies, and that makes sense, right? You have to have some strategy in order to take action. That's what I'm talking about. Let's have some kind of cohesive, right, plan and a way to do it and a way to execute the actions, right? Then the next level up, again, in diminishing importance for world society, for human beings, is then habits. Oh, well, you change the habits and then get the strategies and take the actions and you're all good, right? There's lots of models built on this kind of thing, lots and lots of models. And now we're getting into more and more, people are focusing more, again, a smaller importance, value is placed on these, ascending areas to change, to manipulate in order to get your end results. And, beliefs is kind of right here in the middle. It is in the middle, in fact, because this is basically 7 tiers. And that's been a very repetitive number for me in the last couple of weeks too. 7, 7, 7. It's like, okay, 7 and levels. So beliefs, yes, beliefs. They were with us. They got programmed. We programmed them. We accepted them. Yes, they were around us, but we had to accept them and let them in. Yes, when we were babies and small children, by the time we were 4 or 5 years old, we were fully programmed. We didn't have filters in place. We have filters now. So, a lot of people are out there working with the beliefs. That's true. A lot of people are working with the beliefs. But again, society puts most of the attention and most of the value down here on the action, on the taking action part. And I think you're probably getting this, especially if you're in my group or one-on-one with me, or are in my group. You know that I think you know where I'm going with this because you can see it, you know it. So next of level of importance is identity. Most people don't pay any attention to identity. I do, because your identity is everything. Your identity, who you are. Right. So for example, some clients are, well, I want to start a business, or my business isn't working out. I started the business, it's not working out. And you see this all the time, right? Business is not working out. Don't understand why. They're doing all the right things. They've got all the strategies. They've paid the coaches and the whoever's to give them the right strategies. They've taken the programs to get the strategies. They've changed their habits. They're doing the 5 a.m. club. Right? They're getting up first thing in the morning. They got their power hour in place. They're doing it. They're doing. And they're working on their beliefs. They've got that happening. They're meditating. They're doing this. They're doing it all. Action, and not getting their end results. The identity in this example that I'm giving you is that, great. That person's identity was an employee identity. It was not the identity of a business owner. Understand that you're not just this personality that I'm not just this personality you're seeing right here. There's a lot of different parts of me. This would be my teacher, my coach hat that I have on right now, right? With my kids, I'm the mom. With a spouse, you're the spouse. With your parent, you're the child. And as they get older, you become their parent. I mean, we are all these different personalities. You're totally different with your best friend than you are with your boss. Yeah, true. Yeah. So the identity that you are, that you've always been, that you were raised as, right? If you were surrounded by employees, my parents were employees. Employee mentality, employee identity. The identity says, if you want me to be the business owner, right? The desired result over here, right, is business owner. And my current reality is that I'm an employee. My current reality says, you're not that. It's like, no, I'm going to be this now. Identity is not going to let you do that because it thinks that it has to die in order for you to be this, which you are not at this moment. So identity is a very, very brick wall here. Big obstacle right there, right in the middle of the 7 levels of pyramid, right? And then of even less importance to society is the unconscious mind. If you have been working with me at all, if you've again been in my groups or anywhere, seen me on my webinars, whatever it is, the unconscious mind is your identity. You everything is your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind is driving your life right now. Yeah. We're like, what, 99% conscious? We got things the other way around. We've got it backwards. Are you starting to see this? Your unconscious mind won't let you your unconscious mind not gonna let you jump off a cliff. That survival, and that's what the unconscious mind is worried about. Unconscious mind is only concerned with your survival in the body, proliferating, right? spreading the genes, keeping the gene pool alive, eating, again, survival. And yeah, that's about it. It's just about survival in the body and survival of the species, that your cells will live on. Hear that? Your cells, your cellular memory, because we know all about that already. Science has already proven this. It's been known for centuries and centuries, but millennia actually. But science is just catching up with, the cells have memory from generation to generation. Yeah. And then at the very top, with even less importance, is the higher self, the superconscious. I work here. This is where I work. I work with the superconscious to reprogram down to the unconscious so that the identity is not threatened by the bottom up programming that I'm coming at, because the identity has to feel that it's safe. And if I'm coming at it from any other angle, right? Oh, we're change. We're change. Sorry, it's supposed to be triangle screaming change. The delta from high school. So change, it will resist you 1000%. It's not going to change. If you do get that little bit of change, diet, right? Who's been there, done that, right? Go on the diet, right? I'm going to lose 30 pounds. That sends your identity into, and your unconscious mind into absolute chaos. Mayday, mayday, right? All the alarms are sounding. Great. Conscious mind says, great, I'm going to the grocery store. We're buy all this food, throwing out all the other stuff and getting on this plan. And again, doing actions. So you do, and it's rough. The unconscious mind is fighting you, your identity of not being that thin person, because now the desired result now it's being thin, right? And your identity is not thin, not healthy, not in shape, whatever that is, right? And you can fill anything in here, healthy, not healthy. It's going to fight you tooth and nail, because this identity is who you are. It will not die, and it thinks that it will die in order for you to be that. So again, I go up to superconscious blueprint. We work from the top down. Guess what? The blueprint came to the unconscious mind when you were in the womb. As soon as you were conceived, boom, there it was. Superconscious always existed, has always been with you. It knew how to create you, and it knew how to divide the cells to make you in the womb. The unconscious mind was born at that point. You started being programmed in the womb by your environment, by everything that was around you, by sounds, arguments, fears. Imagine the rush of fear in the womb that the baby receives. Imagine being a woman who just found out that she was pregnant in 1929, 1930. Stock market crash, right? My parents were in the womb at that time. That rush of fear, the scarcity, all of that downloaded right into them, passed on in their genes. So there's so much that is not seen. It's all not seen. It's all not seen. It's coming from, we got the blueprint. It doesn't care. It doesn't care what kind. You have your will of how you're going to live your life. Superconscious doesn't care whether you're having a good life, a crappy life. That doesn't even exist as a possibility. It's just life. We down here in our identity, our scared little identities, we create those labels. We create those experiences. We are responsible for creating what's happened. Now, as small babies, that's right. We were responsible for letting the programming in. But again, we didn't have filters. There was nothing that we could do about it. But as we got older, we do have choice. We know it's a choice. Whether I stay down here and actions running around in circles, because that is what the identity will have you doing. As soon as you start going toward this thin person, I didn't finish that example, I'm sorry. But great. How long does the diet last, right? First, the word die is in it. Right? That's been pointed out to us already. So, okay, the unconscious mind is freaking out. The body's freaking out because you're going to starve it now. You're going to overdo it. You're going to do, blah, blah, blah. You're going to do these things. That's not familiar to the body. It's not survival information for the body. It's actually scarcity and scared. So the unconscious mind and the body and the identity are now in crisis mode. They're fighting you. So the cravings are happening and waking up and being hungry and, fighting that battle. It's a battle royale going on inside of you. This, I know you understand if you've ever, had weight loss issues or problems or whatever. I know that you know what I'm talking about because it is a battle. It's a war. The conscious mind can, if the unconscious mind, you say, okay, great, we'll let you get, okay, you lost 5 pounds. And then we get excited, right? It's like, and if the unconscious mind is going to say, okay, she's just going to do that. Let her have it. And then we'll be done with it and we'll go back. So you lose the 30 pounds. Awesome, right? Go buy the new wardrobe, feeling good. How long does it last? How long has it lasted for you? That's that yo-yo part, right? So all of a sudden, unconscious mind says, you got your goal. Our job is done here. Go back to the old identity. Because it will not accept that that's the new identity. It'll let you get there, but it will not assume the new identity. It's going to go back. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think I made a real big mess up here, but I think you can see how this pyramid is upside down. The pyramid is upside down. And, like I said, it's got all the wrong, right? Actions. Yes, we need to take action. And that's another thing that the gurus have put out there. There are gurus out there who say, oh, you just have to focus up here or up here, right? And then the money's just going to come. The things are just going to come. It's just going to be a utopia. No, you got to take the action, the right action to get to that end result. They leave that part out. Still got to take the action. And then that's where the battle comes in again with the identity, with the unconscious mind, because as you're starting to, so it is a catch-22. It's true. It's a catch-22. And what needs to happen is that this needs to be inversed, right? What needs to be important here is your higher intelligence. Your higher intelligence, your super conscious needs to be the main focus, because we go from here and then we go down and we say, hey, unconscious mind, the main personality wants to be a thin person. The main person wants to be a business person. The main personality wants fill in the blank. What do you want? Fill in that blank. All right. So unconscious mind receives this new instruction because it's its blueprint. It's not afraid of your higher intelligence. It's where it came from. It's where the information came from in the first place. It accepts it with gentle commands from somebody who knows how to do this, right? Unconscious mind then deals with the identity. The identity says it's not going to die. Great. It doesn't have to die. We're not asking it to do anything different. We're just asking it to let go of the resistance to having the end result. Just let me just be the thin person so I can just become it. And that's the point. You have to be it. You have to be it. Then you'll see it. So I'm reminded of the movie The Matrix, right? I hadn't seen it. I was up to here with 2 small children and a lot of medical issues between them and I, and rough time. I never saw The Matrix. I never saw any of them. So I happened to come across The Matrix, and this is it. This makes total sense. We go into The Matrix. We change from there. We download it here. It's an inside job. It's all an inside job. We are the Matrix. The Matrix is you. We reprogram the internal drivers, and then that comes out and manifests in the physical world. It's really quite easy. We just had it all wrong all these centuries. But now we know. Now we know. And I thank Christian for bringing that up so that I could, then go ahead, especially for my clients, to review this, because this information was in whatever program you were in, would have been the beginning of the program. But just a great, review, and a great, oh yeah. Let me know if you had an aha moment here. Does this make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? This changed everything for me. This was my major, oh my gosh, that's the secret. That's it. So you have it here. There you go. I hope you like this. If you liked it, give me some love, give me some thumbs up, give me some comments wherever you happen to see this, and I'd love to hear from you. If you would like help with this, please go to lindakattan.com, and you can reach me there, or you can click on some links probably around, or leave in the comments, or direct message me, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you around this if you don't understand it, or just have a conversation about how this can work differently for you. How would your life be different if you turned that pyramid, that first one, upside down and started working from the higher programming and just allow it to manifest into your life? It's powerful stuff. It's really powerful stuff, and it only gets better from here. Really good. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.